Hello, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, a man was killed in a shooting at a Bilo grocery store last night. The incident happened in the parking lot of the Highway 58 location. Police say the man who died reportedly tried to rob another man he met at the lot. That man says he fired several shots to protect himself. His identity has not yet been released, and no charges have been filed. Police say a doctor in Manchester was shot several times by his estranged wife on the town square. Dr. Brenda Bartee was gunned down on the sidewalk in front of his lawyer's office after attending a mediation session. He was airlifted to Erlanger Hospital and is believed to be in critical condition. His wife, Brenda Bartee, told police her husband had been picking on her. She's been charged with attempted murder and is being held on a $1 million bond. The mother of a 5-year-old girl is suing Hamilton County schools after she says her daughter was strip-searched by a school nurse without her knowledge. Brandy Madden's daughter was a student at Appison Elementary when she was diagnosed with congenital herpes. Madden says she was shocked to find out the school nurse removed her daughter's clothing without her permission to check for lesions. Now Madden is suing the school system for all medical expenses, past and future, citing emotional distress, suffering, and embarrassment. But Hamilton County Schools says the girl depended on school officials to change her diaper. They say she had a diminished expectation of privacy, so an examination during the changing would not have been a violation of her rights. That story comes to us from our news partners at WRCB. The former manager of Peerless Woolen Mill in Rossville has been banished from 4 Georgia counties. 46-year-old Les Coffey is no longer allowed to step inside Catoosa, Chattanooga, Dade, or Walker counties. Coffey pleaded no contest to charges of terroristic threats, theft, and interference with government property. As part of a plea deal, he'll have to stay away for the next 7 years. Police say he tore down one of his former tenant's machines and sold it for parts. He also allegedly clogged the sewage system by stuffing the line with blocks. For his part, Coffey says he doesn't care about the banishment. After all, he doesn't want to go back to North Georgia. It looks like the Warrior Gate scandal has come to a close. Marion County's football program has accepted penalties from the TSSAA for violating the state's practice rule. First, the high school will cancel its 2014 spring football practice. Secondly, the school will extend the summer dead period by 2 weeks. That means players and coaches won't be allowed to work out or practice on school grounds for nearly a month, from the middle of June until July 12th. The penalties come after the team allowed former South Pittsburgh player Rakis Hale to practice with them before their game against that school. No additional punishments will be given over the 2 assistants who allegedly took playbooks from opponents' locker rooms. That's because one of them was fired and the other is also unlikely to return. Marion County Superintendent Mark Griffith says the school already has 47 applicants for a new head coach, and plans are to make a decision in the next 2 months. Finally, Mohawk Industries is adding more than 400 jobs in North Georgia. The company is spending $85 million to reinvigorate 2 aging carpet plants in Dalton and Rome. The Rome plant is the last Mohawk facility that still produces spun yarn. The 2-year renovation will convert both plants to a newer continuous filament process that customers prefer. Officials say the expansion is strong evidence that the housing market is continuing to improve. The plant work and the hiring process is expected to begin early next year. Turning to weather, we'll see showers and thunderstorms today with a high near 71 degrees. The low tonight will be around 58. That's today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.